Hello, everybody. I'm here to talk about the Marvels, my review on the Marvels, and I have a scripted review with me because somebody suggested it and I wanted to try it. First of all, let's talk about the story. The story was fine. I think that it could have been a bit better, but you can see that it's on autopilot. A lot of the actors aren't as invested in it. I mean, me as a fan, even I wasn't a big fan of the Avengers, but I know I knew the scale. I knew how big it was. I didn't follow every movie. I'm not that kind of person. I'm just a Spider-Man fan. And I did enjoy what came out of it. As I said, like my favorite Avenger movie is Infinity War. I loved that storyline. Now, the plot for the Miss Marvel's movie was very, very, very convoluted, but I appreciated the villain being really empathetic, and you can really feel her pain from losing her home planet and her reasons of being a maniacal megalomaniac. I mean, everyone has reasons, but I did like the definitely the fleshing out of the character of the villain. I don't know why they killed her off in the end. I do think that if she came back as the guardian of Hala, I think that she would have been better than the original one we got. I did like her as the Supremer. Um, I think that the characters of Miss Marvel, the most improved character is Captain Marvel. She's the main character, obviously, but I did find her to be annoying in the first movie, and I think that it's so hilarious to see a recap of Captain Marvel's movie in this movie because I was just like, that was so jarring to me. Then when we got that, I mean, it was kind of smart the segue that they did it, but I was just like, this is so funny that they had to do this in this movie because it had been so long since we had Captain Marvel's movie. I think that Captain Rambeau is a good character for Captain Marvel, especially because it's the Monica we knew from the initial Captain Marvel, and it is much more deeper for her loss because for me I didn't think that the friend of Captain Marvel was a good loss for Captain Marvel itself, for her character. I mean, it's essentially they didn't imply maybe they had feelings for each other, whatever. I don't know. I don't care. But in this part of it, she does feel like she brought up Rambo, and her losing Captain Rambo definitely does play a part in her psyche as well. So the loss of Captain Rambo is I think more important to building Captain Marvel's character even more, and I do like that in a hero's journey. By the way, in the loss that they experience, that's one of the things I feel like Spider-Man did so well because it explored the loss in such great detail. So for me, Miss Marvel was a bit annoying. I think the only thing that was helping me swallow her character better was watching the series. I think if you haven't watched the series, I think before you watch this movie, definitely do watch the series before you get into this movie because you will be annoyed by Miss Marvel. And I'm not saying that she's the only annoying character in the whole Marvel universe, but I mean, for me, I did get annoyed by Tom Holland's character as well in Spider-Man, so I don't feel like I'm being biased in that case because I do think that the annoyingness can be a quirk, can be an interesting part of the personality, but if you keep on going with that, and I don't think that gives off anything except for trying for a cheap laugh. But I definitely think they didn't need it because this was supposed to be a grounded and serious movie. I also don't appreciate the fact that they keep on pushing the whole cutesy animal thing. Goose is a good character itself, but I didn't think that it's an important character. Obviously, it's a funny cat because it's a cat with tentacles, in them, and it's an alien cat. And my friend kept asking me like, why is the cat with her? And I'm like, it's an alien cat. Why not? But I've obviously was annoyed at that as well when they kept pushing the cat to be the cat to be the front runner and all that. But I did understand why in the end, because they did need some MacGuffins to kind of help them, with their escape pod issue. And it is what it is. I definitely think this is Disney. They're gonna keep trying to push the cutesy animal thing, but please don't do it so much. I do find it a bit grating, because I'm just like, why? Um, and yeah, just checking my notes. So the visuals. Yeah, let's talk about the visuals. I think the visuals at times were really, really great. I think, especially Captain Marvel's whole like glow, the orange, the red, the white, the bluish as well. I think that was a really great effect. Captain Rambeau's as well, and obviously Kamala Khan's powers. That was really well done. But when they were in space, and Captain Rambeau was in the astronaut suit, that was very noticeable. That was CG, green screen. I was like, oh, that's quite bad, if I can point it out. I mean, I don't know what's happening with Disney. I think they're kind of in a bad place financially, and this definitely did show that they were running out of money for the effects. I don't think there was a very good effects. I was like, this looks like something out of the 70s. Very, very fake, very, very, very noticeable. I was like, this is not something that we want in a Marvel movie. But yeah, I think that in the beginning we saw the dying planet, as I said. I thought that that was a good kind of maybe hint at Galactus coming in. I don't want to see the Fantastic Four. I just want to see Galactus in a Marvel sense. Maybe an introduction to Captain Nova, because if we have the introduction to Captain Nova, I think that there will be definitely a part of Captain Marvel that does see Captain Nova as the superior character, because Captain Nova in the stories and the comic books, if I remember correctly, was always the rule follower, the leader of the Nova Corps. So essentially she can see like, okay, like that's what it is to work with the team, that's what it is to be in a better place, that's what it is to be a better hero. So I definitely think that could be an interesting concept to introduce Captain Nova, because they have similar power sets. I mean, it's not a far fetch to say like, okay, Captain Marvel and Captain Nova could be friends. I mean, could be allies, but I mean, maybe they don't like each other at first, and one is jealous of the other, and they build from there. What else haven't I talked about? Okay, the multiverse break, when we saw the Supremer being destroyed. When they broke the fourth wall, technically they break the multiverse ceiling. We did see the purple streaks, the purple color scheme, and I thought that was a really fun callback to No Way Home, because that was consistent with No Way Home's color scheme as well, with the whole purple and the whole like bluish purple scheme. I think that was a really good callback to No Way Home. Um, what else? Okay, so I wanted to talk about one last thing. I wanted to talk about the autopilot thing. This story is very much an autopilot, because I don't think anyone is interested in extending the story anymore. I definitely think, from a fan's point of view, I don't really am I don't I'm not really interested in what happens next. I'm interested in the villains, because I think that's one of the things that maybe they could look at. The villains, the villain building, I think it could be important, just like they built up Thanos, maybe build up Galactus, or maybe build up, well, they don't have any worlds ending um villains anymore. I don't think. I don't really follow Avengers comic books that much. I mean, I'm more of a Spider-Man fan, as I said, and I know Electro, and I know like, these type of villains: Green Goblin, Venom. Maybe we could get uh, another type of Dormammu. I don't know, because Dormammu was a part of Stephen Strange lore, but obviously he was defeated by Stephen Strange in this dimension. I would like to see him more powerful, maybe. Maybe that could be a thing. Oh, the Hulk. Yeah, I would like to see the Hulk again. But I definitely don't think this would be a good time to introduce the She-Hulk in the Marvel universe. Maybe it's gonna be in the alternate universe that Monica Rambeau is stuck in. Because she thought that she saw her mom, but essentially it's not her mom. It's somebody else. It's not really her mom. It looks like her mom, but it's not really her mom. So I know I really was like, oh shit, it's Beast. So I think that was the only part I was really invested in, seeing Beast. Um, yeah, overall, I think this movie. What would I give it as final score? I think to be fair, it's a 7. I don't want to go any lower. I did think the musical part of the movie kind of jarred me out. I was like, do we really need to do this, Marvel? Do we really need to do this, Disney? Really? You're gonna push some Lin Manuel Miranda in this? Really? I don't need it. I don't want it. But I know they're gonna do it again because obviously it's gonna be meme now, and it's gonna be viral. Definitely, I can bet my last dollar on it. But yeah, I think a 7 out of 10 is a very fair score for the movie. Overall, I didn't feel very bored. I didn't feel very invested. I'm just more in the middle, man. I'm just more in the middle. And yeah, that's about it for the Marvels. I think for a movie that I was not expecting to watch nor go to the theaters for, um, definitely in terms of a cinematic experience, it isn't worth your money. I would have preferred to watch it on streaming. That's how bad the visuals got at certain points. Obviously the sound design is still good. Obviously some of the flying visuals really were good. I mean, her flying to the sun and everything. And as I said, the villains visuals as well were really fantastic. I really did not remember the Supremer being that powerful, and I was like, maybe I should watch Guardians of the Galaxy again. I think that's one of the things that will help Marvel now, introducing villains that we may have forgotten. you know Talk about the Skrulls as well. Like, I legitimately forgot about the Skrulls, and I was like, oh yeah, that was a thing. The Skrulls was a thing. Like, they were hinting about, like, oh, there are Skrulls among us, but they never really went anywhere with that storyline. Among Us. Yeah, I know what I said. Um, but yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching my review. Please let me know your thoughts below. Let me know what you thought about the movie. Did you watch it? Did you like it? If you liked it, let me know what parts of the movie you liked it. What parts of the movie didn't you like? For example, the goose scenes. I think that can be grating for some. Even the Kamala Khan scenes, I think that could be grating for some people as well. But as I said, I think if I didn't watch the series, I think I would have. I think I would have threw something in the screen and just look like, shut the fuck, that kind of thing. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please stay tuned for more. I'm thinking about more content to do, thinking about more stuff to do. Definitely maybe record more chess plays. My chess games are doing well, so yeah, I could do more chess games. I could do more mobile games. Could do more computer games. But just let me know, guys. Uh, and I appreciate you guys so much for being here and still keeping on my channel. I know I haven't been doing much, but I'm gonna be streaming this weekend. Yes. So just expect me to be streaming on weekends. So Friday, Saturday. I don't know if I'll do Sunday. But for now, the consistent schedule will be Friday and Sunday night. Sorry, Friday and Saturday night. Right. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, all those good things, and I hope you have a good one. Bye.